kababayan, kumusta? Welcome back sa Tinig ng Bayan. Isang seryosong usapin ang ating hihimayin ngayon na direktang tumatama sa ating soberanya at sa lawak ng ating pambansang teritoryo. Usap-usapan ngayon ang naging pasabog ni Senador Rodante Marcoleta, isang revelasyong yuminig sa publiko tungkol sa tila paglalaho ng napakalaking bahagi ng ating Exclusive Economic Zone o EEZ. Ayon sa mambabatas, hindi biro ang halaga ng nawala. Aabot sa 242,242 square nautical miles ang tila na isuko o nakuha mula sa kontrol ng Pilipinas. Sa kanyang malalim na pagsusuri, direktang itinuro ni Marcoleta ang papel ng isang retiradong justice na di umano'y naging arkitekto ng mga legal na posisyong naging mitsa ng pagliit ng ating maritime domain sa ilalim ng international laws. Linawin natin, mga kababayan, ang isyong ito ay hindi lang usapang politika. Ito ay usapin ng ating yamang dagat, ang seguridad ng ating mga mangingisda at ang pamanang teritoryo para sa susunod na henerasyon. Sa kanyang interpellation, hinimay ni Marcoleta ang mga teknikal na butas sa UNCLOS at ang ating Archipelagic Baselines Law. Binigyang diin niya na may mga naging desisyon at interpretasyon sa batas na sa halip na magpatibay sa ating pag-aari, ay tila nagbukas pa ng pinto para mabawasan ang ating nasasakupan. Ang tanong ng sambayanan, paano ito nakalot sa ilalim ng ilong ng ating mga eksperto? Bakit tila nanahimik ang mga dapat ay nagtatanggol sa ating mga hangganan habang unti-unting nababawasan ang lawak ng ating dagat? Bilang mga mamamayan, tungkulin nating unawain ang bigat ng alegasyong ito. Ang pagkakadawit sa pangalan ng isang retiradong justice ay isang matinding hamon para sa isang full-blown audit at investigasyon. Kailangang mailabas ang katotohanan sa likod ng bawat dokumentong pinirmahan at bawat posisyong binuo noon. Bagamat mahalagang marinig ang kabilang panig para sa isang balansing diskurso, hindi natin pwedeng baliwalain ang katotohanang ang bawat nautical mile na nawawala ay katumbas ng ating pambansang dangal. Kayo, mga kababayan, ano ang inyong paninindigan? Dapat na nga bang magkaroon ng formal na pananagutan sa mga opisyal na naging bahagi ng mga desisyong ito? I-comment ang inyong matalinong opinyon sa ibaba. Siguraduhin nating ang ating talakayan ay nakabase sa katotohanan at tunay na pagmamahal sa bayan. Ito ang Tinig ng Bayan, naghahatid ng pagsusuring may paninindigan. Salamat sa panonood, huwag kalimutang i-like at i-subscribe ang channel na ito. Ingat po tayong lahat.
It's good that the National Defense College of the Philippines is here. I am interested in one section of this bill, Senate Bill number 146. In Chapter 4, it includes Section 42, which is about organization, mission, and function. This is about the armed forces of the Philippines. In our last meeting at the Commission on Appointments, there came up a topic about Command and General Staff Course. Parang yung mga PMAers yata are required to undergo a course called Command and General Staff Course. It was mentioned very briefly in that Commission on Appointments hearing where we were about to confirm 34 members of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Doon kasi lumilitaw, Senator Ping mentioned a certain personality by the name of Tomas Cloma. And he asked the representative of the 34 members of the AFP were about to be confirmed whether he knew about Tomas Cloma. So sa kanilang exchange, Madam Chair, it was pointed out that Tomas Cloma was the one who discovered the Spratlys.
Research niya. I knew Mr. Cloma and I interviewed him as a young journalist. His granddaughter is Rizabel Cloma, who was a journalist also. I will have it researched. When in the 80s or 90s, I interviewed Tomas Cloma, who discovered the Spratly Islands.
I will probably quote from the transcript of that committee hearing, Madam Chair, which is attributed to Senator Lacson about Tomas Cloma. And I quote this. During the Commission on Appointments hearing for the confirmation of ad interim appointments of members of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, last 4 February 2026, a colleague noted that lawyer and adventurer Tomas Cloma discovered the Spratly Islands and occupied them as under res nullius. Whoever discovers and occupies the land is recognized as the owner. Cloma turned over the ownership of the land to the Philippine government. Is this the course adopted, Madam? Yun ba yung pagkakaalam natin that Tomas Cloma was the one who discovered the Spratly Islands?
That's an story.
Allow me to explain. Sinabi kasi ni Senator Ping doon, as the one who discovered, allegedly, the Spratly Islands, he turned over it to the Philippine government. And he said that President Marcos Sr. formalized that turnover. Yan ba yung part ng course? Is the syllabus really very clear on this, that Tomas Cloma discovered the Spratly Islands and it was turned over to the Philippine government because he was the one who discovered it? Yun ba yung history na pinag-aaralan dito sa Command and General Staff Course? Kasi ito yung kinuwento ni Senator Ping, and it seems to me that Captain Pilar, who represented the 34 members of the armed forces, confirmed that. I just want to confirm now before you kung talagang ito yung tinuturo sa course na ito.
Good morning to our distinguished senator.
Yes,
If
ma'am.
I may be allowed to respond, sir. If the statement came from the AFP Command and General Staff College, I believe.
No, this statement came from Senator Ping. That's why I'm trying to clarify and have it confirmed kung totoo ito ang itinuturo. Kasi sabi nung captain, he took this course in Camp Crame. Sabi ni Senator Ping, when he took this course in 1983, he took it in Fort Bonifacio. So nagkakaalaman sila about this course. But I'm talking about Tomas Cloma. Ito ba yung tinuturo sa course na siya nag-discover and he turned over it to the government of the Philippines?
If I may, the General and Staff College, GSC, which I also took, is a different college from the National Defense College of the Philippines. Is the GSC represented here? Yes. Perhaps, Senator Marcoleta, if the statement made to your honor was sa GSC, maybe the GSC would be in a better position to answer if this basic information on the Spratlys is being taught.
Yes, that is better, Madam Chair,
Yes,
because I
rather
thought
than
that the
Iba po yung National Defense College.
akala ko kasama rin doon
Iba
sa
po yung General Staff College, although parehong alma mater ko. But may I, hindi sa ayaw ko pagsalitain ng ating presidente ng NDCP, pero sabi nyo, GSC ang nagtuturo niyan. Nung panahon ko, ba't hindi tinuro sa akin yan? Kasi alam ko
Yes.
na yun eh. So anyway, pakisagot po. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Good morning, Your Honor. For the CGSC class, we only have 7 modules, and we are not aware that if this history is being taught of that included in the module. Our module only consists of international security and military strategies, leadership and resources management, contemporary security challenges, strategic communication, OPART, and joint and combined operations.
So let me be clarified. Anong pangalan niya? Hindi ko po makita yung pangalan niyo. Will you please identify yourself?
Brigadier General Alexander Gigantone, sir.
General, am I now made to understand that Tomas Cloma is not a part of this Command and General Staff course?
As I am aware of, sir, none, sir. But I have to check with the course director himself, sir. And I'll get back to you, sir.
Yes, because I'd like to inform you that Senator Ping mentioned this during our hearing. And Captain Pilar responded quite quickly that he knew also Tomas Cloma. At hindi siya, kinonfirm niya yung sinasabi ni Senator Lacson because he did not object to the narratives that was fed to us. Sinabi niya, Tomas Cloma is the one who discovered Spratly Islands. And as the discoverer, he owns it. So dinonate niya sa Pilipinas and this was formalized by President Marcos Sr. As a matter of fact, sabi niya, this was also formalized by the arbitral ruling. He was referring to the 2012 arbitration in the South China Sea arbitration.
Yes, sir.
So wala ito sa course ninyo?
We don't have military history module in our CGSE.
Bakit kaya niya sinabi na, did you take up your Command General Staff course at Port Bonifacio? Sabi niya. Sabi naman ni Captain Pilar, no sir, I took it at the at Camp Crame. So parang nagkakaalaman sila na meron talagang Command and General Staff course. And do you know kanya Tomas Cloma? Yes sir. Doon niya in-introduce na si Tomas Cloma is the one who discovered Spratly Islands. So
Sir,
walang course na ganito.
Wala po, Your Honor. As of now, Your Honor, probably in the past there's a military history, but I can only
I'm
surmise.
very interested in this because it should be corrected kung talagang nandun si Tomas Cloma. It should not be distorted. Tomas Cloma is a seafarer. He's not a discoverer. In 1956, he proclaimed a freedom land. It's like a notice of claim. That was in 1956. And several countries objected to that. United Kingdom, the United States, Australia, Japan, China, and the Philippines. That is the history. Alam niyo kung bakit nag-object ang mga countries na ito? Because at that time, in 1956, Spratly Islands is not considered terra nullius. Meaning, hindi siya undiscovered, hindi siya unoccupied. As a matter of fact, in 1897, Great Britain already notified the world by issuing a notice of claim. After that, when that claim was abandoned, France took over. Until in 1933, Japan served a notice of claim, copy furnishing the United States of America. We were then a colony of America. That was in 1933. And Japan called the Spratly Islands Sinangunto. Tayo tinawag nating Kalayaan Island Group. I'm trying to emphasize this, General. Ang dami kasing ang daming mga disinformation and misinformation eh. Paano nilang sasabihin na somebody donated this to the government? But this is not the whole point now eh. Alam ninyo, 4 na territories ng ating Spratly Islands, are already territories of the Philippines. Simply because we occupied them. Tayo nag-occupy na dito eh. And somebody is suggesting na sinasabi ko raw, I'm trying to remove the KIG from the territory of this country by presenting a spliced narrative. Ito yung mabigat dito eh. No less than a senator of the republic did this. We'll come to this in proper time. Gusto ko lamang paalam na alam niyo si Tomas Cloma was mentioned in the arbitral award only in pages 250 and 251. Sinasabi ng tribunal, a certain Filipino and his associates had some activities in this Spratly, sabi niya. Yun lang, na-mention. Doon lang siya na-mention. And parang nagkataon lang na nakarating sa Ito Aba and nagkaroon lang ng konti sigurong kung ano-ano pinagagawa nila doon. That was the only time that this Tomas Cloma was mentioned in the arbitration tribunal. So baka po tinuturo sa Command and General Staff course.
Your Honor, as I said, sir, we only have modules not including the history, Your Honor.
So yung pinagsasabi ni Senator Ping are all distortions.
I have to find out, Your Honor.
It's borne out by our TSN. May transcript po kami.
Probably in the old CGSC classes in the 80s or 90s, Your Honor, there's a part of history, but I can only surmise on that, Your Honor.
So sinasabi ko lang po, ako kailanman hindi ko sinabi, I'm trying to remove the KIG from the territory of this country. I never, not even a suggestion. Alam po ninyo, it was misquoted several times here. When we were meeting at the CA, I was only trying to emphasize two things. The difficulty of plotting the West Philippine Sea because of several obstacles. There are 3 articles of the UNCLOS that will be contradicted if we will encircle West Philippine Sea with the KIG. Pero hindi ko po problema yon. Problema na ng NAMRIA kung paano natin gagawin. I hope we can help NAMRIA plot the map of the West Philippine Sea in our lifetime. Pero hindi ko kailanman sinadjust. Sinabi ko lang, napakahirap talaga kako. Alam mo, after 14 years, you may want to look back at Administrative Order number 29, which was issued by President Pinoy in 2012. At that time, he already instructed the NAMRIA and the Department of Foreign Affairs to prepare the necessary maps and charts with coordinates and submit them to the United Nations and notify all relevant international organizations, including the International Hydrographics Organization, for the purpose of plotting a West Philippine Sea map as the western side of our country. I was telling them, maybe, I just said maybe, the difficulty lies in the several obstacles that they will encounter. Kasi nga nasa high seas na lahat yun eh. I'm not talking about territory. I'm only talking about the West Philippine Sea. How we can encircle that part of the ocean, most of which is already the high seas. Kasi nagbiro lang ako. It was a hypothetical statement when I said, well, you want to give up the KIG para ma-encircle mo. But that was highly hypothetical. It was not even a suggestion. Sabi ko pa nga kung pwede lang nating ilipat sana sa EEZ natin, but you cannot do that. Only God knows. Or only God can do that. So, General, so many times I'm being misquoted by several people, including a retired justice of the Supreme Court. In due time, we will meet all them. Kasi naggawa na po ako ng resolution. I will ask the NAMRIA and ask all these people trying to paint me as the villain and they as the national hero of the Philippines. So salamat po, General, sa pagkakasabi mo. And now I am relieved na hindi pala part ng Command and General Staff Course, which was erroneously cited by Senator Ping in our discussion at the last CA hearing. Thank you. And I think you should also look into this. Kayo pala yung national, what do you call it?
National Defense College of the Philippines, Your Honor.
Sana po mag-coordinate kayo kay General because they are also in that course. Baka lumabas na naman si Tomas Cloma, kung ano na naman ang pagsasasabihin nila. So yun lang po yung point why I came in. I'm interested in being able to look at how our armed forces are educated. Ang gusto ko po talagang mangyari rito sa buhay natin, in our lifetime, we should be able to plant the West Philippine Sea on the western side of this country like what Vietnam did. Alam po ninyo yung ginawa ng Vietnam? Nakagawa sila ng Gulf of Tonkin. Now, titingnan po ninyo ang mapa ng South China Sea. The Gulf of Tonkin is there because it is registered in the S-23. What is S-23? What is that? S-23 is the limits of oceans and seas. It is published by International Hydrographics Organization. Naglaban sila ng China. Nanalo ang Vietnam. Now, tingnan po ninyo South China Sea. Meron silang Gulf of Tonkin. But what about our West Philippine Sea? Hanggang ngayon, wala. Dahil hindi ginagawa ng NAMRIA ang sinabi in 2012. Alam niyo pinalabas nila ngayon, I think nagpalabas sila. They showed them up. Last Wednesday. Tingnan po ninyo kung anong nilabas ng NAMRIA. It was an administrative map. What is an administrative map? Ano po ibig sabihin ng administrative map, Madam?
I have to request your indulgence, Your Honor. I'm not an expert on maritime concerns.
An administrative map is a map that delineates the political subdivision of our country. Makikita nyo doon ang regions and the provinces. Ito ginawa nila. Tingnan ninyo, it was published, dated December 2025. That is not the kind of map needed by the United Nations. That is not the kind of map needed by the IHO. It should be a map accompanied by charts with coordinates. Para sa ganun, we can notify the whole world, the whole international community that we would like to allocate that purely for the Philippines. Ilagay natin sa mapa yon. There are obstacles, I know that, but we should work on the obstacles. The NAMRIA should work on this. Hindi yung sasabihin nila na, I'm saying all the difficulties, I'm not trying to isolate anything from our territory. Di ba sinasabi natin, we cannot give up an inch of our territory. Alam niyo kung pahabayan ko lang ang discussion na to? It was the retired Justice of the Supreme Court who gave up 242,000 of our territorial sea away. I will prove that in several days to come. Tayo, sinasabi natin, even an inch of our territory, we will not give up. Tama naman yon, ilalaban natin yon. Pero siya, dahil sa pagdedesisyon niya ng mali, the Republic Act 9522 of 2011, somebody raised it to the Supreme Court on issue of constitutionality. Ang akala ko naman alam niya ang ginagawa niya. Ang nawala sa atin, territorial sea, madam, 242,030 square nautical miles. That's more than the area, that's more than the land area of this country. The land area of this country is about 300,000 square kilometers. How much is 242,000 square miles, madam? That's about 629,000 square kilometers. Kaya sinasabi ko, siya yung traidor. Ayaw niyang pag-usapan ito because it happened. Gusto niyang palawakin to, tingnan natin lahat. Ang territorial sea, madam, including our land area, ito yung ating territory. It was defined by our national territory provision of the Constitution. Look at your 1935 Constitution. Look at your 1973 Constitution and the 1987 Constitution. We did not give up any inch of our territory, including of our territorial seas. The retired Justice of the Supreme Court did that. I'm sorry, I need to say all this. To allay all those false statements and misinformation. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Did I give you enough time?
Yes, ma'am, and thank you very much for the time.
Yes. I'm sorry I had to take a call because I wanted to give the time to my colleague to clarify certain statements. I apologize. I did not hear what you said, but whatever he says is what he says.
You'll be able to read what I said anyway, madam.
I will read
transcript.
the transcript of records and whatever clarification the good senator has said. I would suggest that you state it in plenary so that it is in record in the plenary session, whatever it has. Then we proceed with our bills.
Thank you.
So kayo po, it's never too late to take up GSC. It's never too late to take masters in national security.
Provided
Maski batikan na abogado na kayo.
provided they will exclude the Tomas Cloma issue.
Bakit? Totoo naman yun Hindi
Hindi, wala pala sa... The general already confirmed it to me.
It may not be the classes, but
Yeah.
it's historical fact. In fact, sino ang bihasa? Who can give us the historical perspective of the Spratlys? Because when I was a young journalist in the 80s, anong taon yun? Tomas Cloma interview ko. Google him. Tanong mo kay Jane, ngayon na. Kanino ko pa sinabi 30 minutes ago. In-interview ko po si Tomas Cloma sa bahay niya sa Quezon City. Tawagan si Rizabel Cloma. Yung apo niyang si Rizabel nandun. But retired na si Rizabel. That was like, I was in my 20s. And I interviewed Tomas Cloma. And we talked about the Spratlys in the 80s. And then, fast forward 1992, I took up my master's in national security at 32 years old. At the Blue Book, one of our exams, maybe term paper, was on the South China Sea issue on the Spratlys. Eh wala pang computer no, wala pang soft copy, handwritten ko yun sa isang blue book ko. Mahahanap kaya ng NDCP yung blue book ni Loren Legarda noong 1992? Kung meron yun, as early as 1992 po, ay sumusulat na ako about the Spratly Islands.
Madam Chair, wala po akong problema kay Tomas Cloma kung ang pinag-uusapan lang, nakarating siya sa Ito Aba, kasama niya yung kanyang mga associates, sapagat naka-record ito sa history ng arbitration. At siya rin naman ay nakapunta sa kanyang mga associates. Very briefly, sabi ng arbitration, nandun siya, pero wala siyang residence doon, hindi man siya nangisda doon. They were talking about the historical rights of who fish in that area, who mine in that area. So nabanggit talaga ang pangalan niya na he had some activities, although briefly, in the Spratlys as well as in Ito Aba. Yun ay hindi natin pwedeng alisin sa history. Ngunit kung itinuturo po nila na Tomas Cloma ay siyang nag-discover ng Spratlys, ang dami pong bansa ang talagang nag-object. Kaya baka mamamali po yung mga estudyante na magte-take up ng course na yan. At lalong-lalo naman, hindi niya i-donate because paano niya po i-donate? On record po ito, the Philippines is one of those countries who objected kasi nga hindi siya terra nullius eh. Meaning to say, there are a lot of discoveries already prior to 1956 when he declared a freedom land. Yun lang po ang part na dapat wag nating susundin dahil mali yun. Lalong-lalo naman na sinabing dinonate. At yan daw ay formalized sa Presidential Decree 1596. Maling-mali po yun. Kahit basahin po ninyo yung PD 1596, wala pong sinasabi tungkol kay Tomas Cloma. Yun po yung lang gusto kong burahin natin. Pag-aari po natin yung occupied territories natin not because they were discovered or donated by Tomas Cloma. Pag-aari natin simply because nandun ang mga tao natin and we have effective control. Under public international law, kung sino merong effective control, siya yung may-ari. That's the status now. So wag nating sasangkot si Tomas Cloma sa mga bagay na hindi tama para sa kanya. So yun lang pong i-correct natin. Let us cleanse the part of that course na pinalalabas na discoverer siya at dinonate na at pinormalize ni President Marcos in his presidential decree. That was all wrong. That is historical distortion. I think that is very, very clear, General.
Thank you po.
So, nakikinig.
Pasensya na po.
Oh.
1991 po, nakilala ko si Tomas Cloma. Oo, 1991 pala. Sige. Nakinig po ako. Sige, then I'll have a transcript. Have you clarified, you want to read something to record?
Na kailangan lang alisin dun sa historical record kung tinuturo man si Tomas Cloma, huwag namang ilalagay siya na siyang nag-discover because ang daming bansa pong nag-object kasama ng Pilipinas. Alam po ninyo kung sinong nag-object sa panig ng Pilipinas at that time when Tomas Cloma declared a freedom land? Do you know who represented our country when he himself objected to the declaration of Tomas Cloma? Alam po ba ninyo kung sino? He was then our Secretary of Foreign Affairs, who later became President of the Philippines. Who is he? Carlos P. Garcia. Salamat po, Madam Chair.
At dyan nagtatapos ang usapan natin ngayon. Kung may gusto kang idagdag o reaksyon, i-comment mo lang sa baba. Boses mo'y mahalaga. Huwag kalimutang i-like, share, at subscribe para sama-sama nating palakasin ang tinig ng bayan. Hanggang sa susunod, tandaan, ang may alam, may laban!
Awesome!